Stop. Could you all imagine? Okay, we are live for the breakdown video. Let's get it.
I'm gonna have a breakdown in the video.
We just had a breakdown for 20 minutes before recording this shit.
Wait, hold on.
I'm not Pat. If you make us hold on anymore.
Wait a minute. Okay, Yep. Okay.
This is all going in. This is in the cut.
I'm aware.
Should I just pretend? I'm gonna pretend that we just have. Babby will cut that in the final. That's fine. Babby, editor's notes, cut that in the final. Okay, let's play some of the song. Let's do it. Let's dive in. We're keeping people too long already. Play Among Us. Okay, great. Okay, play the track. Let DJ run that shit. Let's hear second drop. Let's hear what we're working with. Give me like something here. Give me a tape. Stop. We're gonna get stop. Stop. Play. Give me a taste of a second drop, so someone watches this video knows what this is about.
Okay. Oh my god.
Okay. Door City, friends. All right, cut. They've heard enough. You want to hear more? Go to Spotify.
Why am I going so far over 0?
That's how we did it in the final, and that we clipped on the Ableton's built-in clipper.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. All right, so this is the project file for Door City. How many tracks are we sitting at? Intro has its own group.
191.
191. Damn, that was me. You know you're cooking when you need just like a new group for your intro. The
entire intro was already reconsolidated. That was like 30 layers on its own.
That's true. Yeah, this is intro.
All right, let's show the intro. This is some prime producing right here. I think this was all made in another project file, right?
I don't remember.
I think I made it, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I probably used like Portal and Ableton's Granulator for this shit. I don't know. That's gonna be everything I say in this video. Oh, this sound I probably used Granulator.
Probably Granulator.
I don't know.
Portal.
I
probably EQ'd it.
Yeah, I probably EQ'd it. I probably threw an EQ on there and Portal.
Wait a minute. Who named this channel?
What is it? Riser? I barely know her. That was probably me.
That was you.
That was probably me. Damn, he's got the cough mute on deck.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the intro is some resampled beauty from the middle section of the track, with some vocals chopped in there, and then
whatever this is.
It's the door.
That's my bathroom door.
Shouts out.
So the song starts with my bathroom door opening, and it ends with my bathroom door closing. So that's Door City for you.
Shouts out.
Shouts out bathroom door. Yeah.
And then I added this to the beginning of it. You used to just have this like bass at the beginning, like this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then I was like,
it's a very like
nah, fam.
It's a very like rave core bass, like fucking like 90s, like early 2000s like rave bass.
It's a very, I was listening to Collab 9 earlier bass.
It's that in the drop, but this one here is like more, it kind of reminds me of like a Simple and Clean remix, like the one by like Planet B. I don't know if y'all know that. Is that the same bass? Oh, fuck off. Right.
It's just high pitched.
Let me be cool to my YouTube subscribers, okay? Extra knowledge.
Mom.
Extra game. You're embarrassing me in front of my 500 friends that subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, and this fucking
Vox
thing over it.
Yeah.
And then
The vocals are running through Lossy. I know that. Yeah. That's how we have like the bit MP3 ass shit.
Actually, I have all of this. Yeah. This is mostly frozen, so I could send it back to them without their computer lighting on fire.
Yeah.
It still lights on fire.
What's main vox there? Is that just the main vocal chain? Is that all we got there?
Close my eyes, keep you in.
I realized,
Wish you feel
like really early on, that it just sounds like "close my ass to keep you in," which is like
close my eyes, keep you.
A little bit, not totally, but it could be.
It's almost there.
It's almost there. Okay, let's get to drop one. What's happening right before drop one? We got like some more vocals, some more granulator. The chords are swelling. Riser. Pre-drop with the bass. Do you want to go? Do you want to do your saw pluck breakdown finally? Is that finally happening?
Oh wait, I muted this.
Was that supposed to be muted?
I don't think so.
Hello.
I think that was.
I'm pretty sure that's
actually
in the final now.
Is it? I don't think so because it sounds a little bit rough. Play play more of it, or just. No, it's not. That's not in the final.
Yeah, that's not in it.
It didn't need it.
It's because it's somewhere else.
Oh, okay. It's
right.
broken down there. Okay, like another like more broken version. That sounded too prominent right there. All right, and drop one. We start with some resampled saws, or I think these are the regular saws. Yeah.
No, these were resampled.
Okay.
Like several times.
Yeah, thanks to me, I kept asking to resample them more because they weren't resampled enough.
It wasn't even that. Like, they started out with like swelly chords, like swelling shit, and then we added like 5 layers. Oh, here we are.
Yeah. Do we have some of the other layers in here, or can we?
Yeah. So I think this is the main layer. Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, so just basic saw. You can see there's like not even any processing there. It's just a saw patch. Yeah.
Just with some like
pitch bend on the
fuckery.
Yeah.
And then that got resampled and layered with like 5 other things that I don't know where they are. But yeah.
This is a fucking gate. I swear to God, if you delete it. It's so funny.
Yeah, and then he recorded 3,000 variations of chords.
Yeah, so let's play some of those solid.
And then from there, we pulled them into the...
Yeah, I was doing a lot of resampling with Rift. I know there's a little bit of Portal probably in there too, but Rift was the main one. Rift by Minimal Audio.
Oh, this is the resample that went super hard. This fucking sound.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That shit's fun.
We spent like a whole afternoon in a call just deciding which ones to use.
Yeah. That was so funny. And it was so funny because we'd be like, no, the one, okay, go to bar 41. Okay, not the first bar, the second bar. Use the first transient you see there, but not the second one. It was literally like that tedious.
Look at the name of this audio file.
The first half is pretty ass. Most of the good bits are in the second half. Go to the second half. Let's see what's happening down there. Yeah, that shit's like in there.
Yeah.
That like watery stuff. I was right.
Right
The first half is pretty ass. Not gonna lie, Chief.
He was correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and then do we have the final? Yeah, these are the final chords here.
That resulted in this shit. Which there's like endless processing on this.
Yeah. There's some reverb automation too, isn't there? At some point, doesn't it? Like
there's
have
so much
reverb?
shit going on. So if I unfreeze this, with nothing on, sounds like this.
Yeah, so kind of what we were just looking at, just like very like glitchy, but like not compressed enough and not in your face enough at all.
Oh, here's the file.
Final chord changes, I swear.
Because I kept asking for more. Oh, I don't know if we can hear this.
Oh, I love silence.
Oh,
I can't hear
maybe there's just one change. Like,
I bet you there is.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is where it got resampled from. This is is what they sound like stock.
Yeah. Well, no, because even some of these were probably consolidated. Well, yeah, when I was resampling, I was like
layer, and
yeah, there was that, and then when I was resampling, I was also like chopping and like stretching some, reversing some, just like
and we
cutting
did the
with
thing where it was like reversed and pitched up an octave.
Yeah, and I needed
where this came from.
Yeah, and I needed it in audio. I had to bounce to audio just so I could like have it cut perfectly because there were some like tails and everything too. So that was another reason to work in audio here.
Yes.
We also used the groove pool to like add some swing to some of the samples.
Oh, right.
Yeah, definitely.
I forgot about that. That was a fucking adventure.
Yeah, a lot went into these. A lot went into the it doesn't seem
Saturn
like too much, but granted, like all of these reprocessing files were like
upward compression
15 minutes long.
Gem dopamine, which is kind of doing the same thing. This is all just to make it bright. So EQ. This is spectral resonator automation, which we use like twice. It just makes it slurred.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, enough of that.
It sounds like that because
there's probably a reverb there too. Valhalla is at 2% right there.
That was an accident.
That was an accident for sure.
Where's the gate?
That's so funny.
Huh?
Did we have a gate on here?
I don't know.
That's so funny. Valhalla leaked its way in there.
And then I used AP Shaper to clip it. And push it a little bit into squares so it was louder. You have more headroom when I was mixing.
AP Shaper goes so hard.
Very good.
I need to use that
sounds
more.
Super nice.
Yeah.
Why does it fucking sound weird? I swear to God. That's supposed to automate. No?
What?
This.
Something probably got fucked up with automation somewhere. I'm sure if you went back to the...
This is silent. Oh, I know why.
Yeah.
It's coming from a carrier. Who's that carrier? Who's that Pokemon?
Who's that carrier? You can look. It'll say the channel.
It's in the chord variations group, isn't it?
Go. Just look in the spectral resonator. It'll tell you.
I guess not.
Where did I put it?
It'll tell you what track it is.
So I have to solo this.
Yeah.
Or at least supposedly I do. I don't know why it's fucking breaking.
I don't know either. You have to solo the chord. I don't know. Those are the chords.
I did not know. Anyway, it does do that at some point, I promise.
Should we show plucks? Those are all serum, right?
Yeah. This is the lead. I call soft harmonic pluck. It just starts something like super basic. It's a saw and then this harmonic patch, and then a kind of a slower.
What the hell is that harmonic patch from?
And then I'm running it in tube so that it'll like distort against itself. I don't know, it's called rough math. I don't know where it's from.
Is that like a native wave table or?
I have no idea.
I don't think that is.
I don't think it is, yeah. That looks cool as hell though.
Oh.
It's easy testing.
Delay, and then the trick with the sound is to add a really long reverb. Because like if you turn off this,
ow,
then it clips.
Ow.
And it just like carries the sound out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did not opt to do that. We have to do this instead. Yes.
Yes. Playing.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I kind of like
this layer.
Funnily enough, distorting it beforehand makes the distortion from Saturn cleaner, which is like which is kind of counterintuitive.
It's odd.
Yeah.
And then there's the second lead, which is more so in the second drop.
Yeah, we're just teasing it here. This is just a little tease, so you know at the end of the song when it comes in, it's like, oh, that was something I have been introduced to before.
This is doing the same
distortion
tail thing.
Yeah.
Just with sine waves. And then there's an omnisphere layer.
Yeah, the fucking
which is one of the
the monophobia kalimba.
Yeah, monophobia time.
Yeah. I thought on the bleed we had reverb going into the distortion, but I guess we didn't, did we? It's
no,
just the sine waves distorting. Well, they're and they're an octave apart, which is like making them distort
like really
more.
changes the sound when you don't do that.
Yeah, show.
Like, versus.
It's just like all the weight is taken out immediately if they're the same octave.
Really
but
weird.
If they are playing like an octave apart, though, just because it is like different pitches, it causes it to distort together in like a more harmonically pleasing way, basically.
Yes.
That's me being technical.
What is this?
That's my technical skill right there. Pitch map. Listen to the last 4 minutes of this. the track name.
I never renamed this.
We didn't rename anything here. That's pitch map.
So that like throughout the track.
Yeah, that's not chords resampled. Is that probably the whole track or like
this is a good
bass?
Question.
I think you had like a piano loop, and then
that's what it
did
was.
some filter automation, and then threw it through pitch map.
Well, I think it was.
Came from.
I think it was volume automation. I like this combo of this plugin called Gatekeeper, that just has all these like volume automation curves. It's like an LFO tool basically, with just like all these various curves in there. And then I'd take like the piano into Gatekeeper and then put pitch map on the end of it, because then it's like only resonating like certain transients and not just like an annoying pool of like resonance, because like it's like hard to work with.
That's smart.
Yeah. I used to do the same thing with Resonator in Ableton when we would do that, but pitch map just kind of a little bit more pleasing.
And then
I thought we left the arpeggio out, or was that just the second drop that we
just
took it
the
out
second
of?
drop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just super quiet here.
You really can't hear it, but it's filling up like the high mids, right?
Low mid side
the low
space.
mid, yeah. I learned that trick from you.
It just sounds a little more spacey.
Yeah. You really can't notice too much of a difference, but it's one of those things that like in the final product you would notice something missing if it wasn't there, even though you can't really hear the melody.
Disco strings.
A staple.
Holy fucking processing.
Yeah. The processing makes it sound worse. It's a little more muted with all the processing. It's probably needed
That's
to
the
be.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pushed back.
Yeah. Yeah. 10 plugins to just turn the fucking volume down a bit. Great work, lads.
Let's do this.
Oh my.
The clap was probably really loud on my mic. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you why I did that, but I can't actually hear anything. I'm just kidding. Yeah, and then the break. What the hell's... Oh. Oh, I just never deleted that. Okay. It just plays the chords like a sustained version. This is what they sounded like originally. There's a filter somewhere.
Filtered. It's probably...
I think it's baked in.
Oh, it's baked in.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. So the breakdown sounds like...
All right, so now we're in the breakdown.
You think I'm done with it? You were fading away.
Shouts.
You were fading away. Are you done with it?
So, I've gone over my vocal processing like a shit ton of times. But I processed it and then sent it to him, and then he sent it back with his effects on it.
Yeah, I had like a tiny bit of like light EQ work. I sent it to Pat. He did like compression and more cleanup, and then I did like all the rift effects and shit that like you hear, like how the voice is so like, I don't know, digitally processed, and like you hear all these swells and everything.
And the old reverse.
That is so. How did you just reverse it? Is that all you did and then sidechain it?
You reverse it, add a reverb, and then reverse it again.
Oh, okay. Was the reverb 100% wet?
Yep.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then you just duck it from the lead.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you think I'm done with it?
I'm very familiar with that effect, but I think just the way the vocals are already processed with like a lot of delay and stuff makes it a lot cooler in this case than like I've heard it before.
Yeah, I agree.
That was such a good call. It really like helps with the awkward like spaces and gaps between like each vocal line, I feel.
I think it's necessary for these kinds of EDM vocals to do this. Otherwise, it just sounds like, awkward.
Yeah, because you're obvious, like you're in a break too, like where the vocals are introduced. So like there's not a lot else going on. So like after like each line's finished, you're like, okay, and like and what's happening now?
Yeah.
Do like a comparison with and without it.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
True. So like without.
You think I'm done with it? You were fading
Granted,
away.
it's not as bad because you have to.
There's
delay
already a bunch of other shit happening.
Yeah. Are you done with it?
like with it.
You think I'm done with it? You were fading away. You were fading away.
There's
Kinda
just like
keeps the
not
momentum.
Yeah, exactly. There's just like not a dull moment, and like you want there to be a lot of momentum in this section still, because like you're just coming out of the drop, so like you just had a lot of energy, and you're going to not as much energy, and you need a way to keep people being like, I still want to hear what's happening. Like I still want to hear where this is gonna go.
Exactly. So yeah, and then these guitars.
Yeah, that was your boy.
Life is strange, I ask guitar.
And then it like reverb swells into just like cutting, basically, even though there was more there. It went like dun 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 dun. Yeah, whatever. But that's my acoustic. Let me grab that. Let me grab Shawty.
Why did I not cut that?
That's this baby right here. This is the top.
I feel like that was probably an accident.
Since I was in like 8th grade. This thing has seen some shit. I got that thing in Texas. I took it to Pennsylvania and I live in New York now. So she's been everywhere.
New York. Sorry.
Don't disrespect us, bro. That's not cool.
I know, I was just there.
You came one time. Chill.
This is actually where the track started. Oddly
Yeah,
enough.
it was originally going to be an entire garage track.
Yeah, garage and like progressive house.
Yeah, and then we went
like without this man's
garage and electro house.
With these. Which the processing on this is kind of cool, actually. It's one of those Lenny splice backs.
It was using a Morgan Madison track, so shouts out to Morgan. Morgan, if you're watching this, we love.
M auto pitch. I don't know why I did this, but M auto pitch. Free auto tune.
Huge.
Pretty decent.
I actually need to do a vocal like mixing video soon, and I need to mention M auto pitch for that because that's based.
Yes. Saturn reverb. This is just a really short reverb with a little bit of a mix, so it's like a slapback delay almost.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you could get the same effect with a slapback,
but it's a little more smeared.
Yeah,
that's why I did it this way
and you run into a little bit less like phase issues too.
Yeah. Micro shift makes it wide
and introduces more phase issues.
Yeah. And then we turned up the width. And then you do this with the phaser, and it sounds like this. But if it's not wide like that, then it just sounds lame as hell.
I didn't even notice that difference. That's so smart.
EQ, and then I'm compressing afterward to get those like reverb effects out of it.
That's interesting. So with the phaser, you're like essentially giving it the space to like be wider with the phaser, because if it's just narrow, it's gonna stay narrow. That's so smart. I would
especially
never have thought of that in a million years.
And notice how there's no reverse in this section.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have all the other elements now driving the pace and everything, and like you don't need to worry about filling that space as much. It'd probably get muddy then with the bass and everything.
Yeah. Speaking of the bass,
and well, those vocal chops probably weren't pushed to the sides from the start like that. I think when we incorporated my vocals, they needed to be out to the side so that like my vocals would sit on top and those would like just be like pleasant ear candy at that point. But those were originally
the same thing with that lead. It originally wasn't like that. This was like pretty last minute, but I put phase mistress on it, which is kind of just like a phaser. And it just gave it the space. And a little bit more movement. Yes. Speaking of the bass though. These are surprisingly difficult to get right, but this is how I did this one. This is important. Master tune to this.
That is like the most important part of this sound right there.
If you turn this off.
I can hear. If you turn that off, basically what you're seeing happen is like there's no transient on that bass then, and it just kind of loses all of its impact and presence in the mix because it's not the pitch is kind of making it like a kick drum. Like that's what a kick drum does. It basically goes from a high pitch to a low pitch very fast, and that's what gives it the oomph, and that's what we're doing here on the bass. Ruff, 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 ruff.
He barked, and he keeps opening my door, and then he barked.
He's like, I'm here, bitch.
And then the Amogus part goes like
so this is important.
A vine boom in this thing.
That's sick. That's sick. What the fuck is that?
It's so funny.
Isn't it? I think it's like it's dying beep, which is like a square wave with a really aggressive comb filter on it or something. It's somewhere in drop 2. We actually used it as a part of the fill.
Did we?
Amazing.
Yeah, it's in the track. It's in the melodic group.
That's very funny.
We'll get there in drop 2. We'll get there.
Okay.
I know we're doing really good about moving forward. I don't wanna lose.
I mean, there's a lot.
Do you want to cover the drums for the garage?
Oh yeah.
It's like half of the project.
The talk break, baby. Also featured in
Think Break.
Or Think Break. Yeah, why did I say talk? Sorry, it's in this track called Talk Down by Dijon. But yes, Think Break. Sorry. The Think Break. This was also in Musician by Porter Robinson too. Fun fact.
It's in a lot of drum and bass tracks.
Yeah, that too.
But this is not pitched up like those, so it sounds like. Hold on, I processed the shit out of it. And this is already like I used this thing. Beats, and then you set it to this, and you can set it to you can pull this down, and it makes it really small.
Yeah, essentially it's just like tightening the envelope on each transient it detects when you lower that number.
But yeah, if you like do this. Hold on, maybe not that fast.
Yeah, in Musician, it's so pitched up, it literally sounds like, oh! It's so funny.
But yeah, we did this. I clipped it. Shit, I just turned them all on. Okay, clip. In lieu of compressing, because it sounds more transparent. Mm-hmm. Used ST4B to shape the transient a little bit more. Shout out William White.
Do you ever find yourself turning that knob to the left? I feel like that knob only
sometimes.
Fucking goes forward in my use.
Sometimes on kicks, I'll use the top one to the left.
Interesting.
But that's kind of it.
Okay. Is that just on a kick that's like too clicky? Shouts out to my...
Yeah.
Sorry, just like my throat.
Shut. Hyper phaser. Or dimension expander. So it's kind of like messy now from the good transient. Compressed. This was irritating.
It was more irritating.
And then when I sued it that much, it started to sound sort of like mega clipped, so I put vinyl distortion on it. And then this is a good trick. Shout out again, fucking William White, giving me this IR, the shortest IR in the world. Not actually. And you just put it in a convolution reverb, and you can make anything wider. And it sounds pretty natural. This is EQ'd, but it sounds like it's fucking behind you. But yeah, didn't like this much.
Bro, mixing in Dolby Atmos with fucking hybrid reverb.
And then we're side tuning the kick and the snare so it doesn't overlap when I'm trying to do group processing and shit, because I don't really want these.
Yeah.
Just for texture.
Yeah, the key with a break and like break mixing is exactly that, to like still keep it out of the way with your kick and snare so it doesn't just sound like a mess.
And then in this one we took out the
because it was messing with the vocals, I think. Yeah, the she bad.
Yeah. Kick. Okay. Kick. So we got this kick. God, I really froze everything. Come on. It's an Oliver kick, I guess.
Shouts out.
That's a dog. So, I guess we came with these two. This one sounds like this, and then this little transient.
What's the other jaw in there? Was that used at all or no?
No.
Okay.
But it was this. We had it at some point, and then I replaced it with this. Those together.
There's a third kick in that other track too, in 128.
Oh, is there
right. That's why it's there. Except I took it out, I guess.
So we do have 3 samples being used.
Hold on, pause really quick.
Oh no, we're back. Babby, Babby in the final edit. Keep that in in the final edit, Babby. Keep that in.
Your mom.
Yeah. Or actually, okay, cut out. Actually, zoom in on the part, Babby, on the final edit. Zoom in on the part that Kindred just did illegal drugs, making it seem like he had allergies or some shit.
It's fucking Flonase, bro.
Yeah, bro's got fentanyl in there. I can smell it. I can smell it.
You gonna pass out?
Propaganda. Okay, continue.
Door. City over here.
Okay, Babby, in the final edit, unpause now. Now.
Okay. Kick. Yep.
Yeah, kicking. And then you want your kick to be kicking. That's a free tip right there.
Saturator, just a soft clip it some. Together. I don't know why I did it like this, but I used Shaperbox.
You want to sidechain the kick to the kick?
True. I use Shaperbox to barely do anything. So yeah.
That's good. No, in the moment it needed it though.
EQ.
There's so much of that in this project. Why did I do that again?
I made it wider for some reason.
Yeah, you want your kick drums to be wide.
So I did it like this because clipping the kick and the clap together or kick and snare together, when you have a 4 in the 4 section like this, is going to sound more transparent than compressing it together, because if you compress it, then it's turning down the kick and then the low end gets fucked up. And then if you do it with a multi-band, then the kick transient sounds weird. So I clip them together now.
Clipping. And if you like are running into the saturator and don't have enough like gain, you can use drive there. You can also put a utility before the saturator and after the saturator, and then turn it up and turn it down if you want to like make sure the level isn't too high.
And there's like a bunch of good clippers for this, but this one's decent. And then the glue compressor soft clipper.
They're the same soft clipper, aren't they?
They are not.
They're not?
Yeah, we went over this.
What the fuck?
If you turn this on, and then you turn the range all the way down, it won't get compressed at all, and you can just turn up the makeup gain into the sock woofer.
Interesting. I had no idea they were different. Whoa.
Yeah, this resets to like -2, and this in the glue compressor is -0.5. It's weird. I don't know.
If you were to use a clipper there instead of like something from Ableton, what would you use? Because standard clip would sound like shit there, right?
For me, what I've been opting with recently is Newfangled Saturate.
Okay.
It just sounds the most transparent on transients, I find.
I like using standard clip, but it sounds pretty rough.
I used it on the drum bus.
Yeah, that plugin's based. It's just so clean. Why? Like, what do you find yourself using standard clip on? Because I have it and I've used it a bit, but like,
I don't use it as much anymore.
Same. I'm kind of like, I'm not finding reasons to use it just because it sounds so intense. Like, it's one of those things that you're like, yes, this is clipped. Whereas like Newfangled, like you don't. It doesn't. Yeah, you know what I mean.
And then I use TDR on the master because it just sounds better.
The clipper and their limiter?
Yeah, their clipper. Just their clipper.
Yeah.
But yes, another example of clipping all the drums together. I don't know why I compressed it before instead of after, but a trick is to clip them all together and then compress it after, so then when the kick hits, it's compressing everything evenly every single time.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I learned from AU5 a while ago that it is nice to have your kick just slightly louder than everything else, so that when you are compressing, you're compressing everything else like into the kick versus
That's a way to do it.
Yeah. Smart
I like to
shit.
have more control, but yeah. We got this layer. Little shaker. Yeah, this layer.
Shit's wet.
Yeah, I got a micro shit on there.
That'll do it.
And then we layered these in, I guess.
The
Except I turned it off.
Lossy, yeah.
Little side snare. Oh no, auto panning it. A hat. Think like, yeah. These tambourines from a track that never came out. And that's those drums. Just
like,
saturate them together.
I think one good thing to point out here is all like the background perks and stuff are really like in their own place. That's why there's microshift on one and there's like lossy on one, and like they're like really they're purposefully placed. Yeah, and they're purposefully placed like somewhere on the spectrum to like not be interfering with like other shit, because there's so much shit in this project. Like everything needs to be this tight, otherwise it just sounds like mud and it clashes.
Yeah, like this was a late add.
And you can hear that's only like, in the high end.
It's just there. It's just a little bit of presence.
Yeah. And you can, like, if you take that out, you can instantly, like, hear the difference between that being there and not being there. It's not one of those things that, like, it just, like, adds a feeling. Like, each of these layers, if you take them out, you know exactly, like, what's missing and where. Because, like, that's how carved, like, Pat Kindrid here made this drum mix. This is fire drum mixing right here.
I mean, I remember several times while we were working on it, one of the two of us was like, there's a missing layer, because you could tell as soon as it was gone. Yeah, you just like left it muted or something.
Except for this one, for some reason. What the fuck is Skrillex snare? What is this?
Is that like the I know what that is. Yeah, that's the
I don't remember that at all.
It's like the swung snare thing, right? Is it swung slightly?
It is.
Yeah.
Was that me? Oh, whatever.
We talked about that. Wait, was that another track that are we doing it in our other collab? Too?
I have it in that and something else.
Yeah. It's so based. It's such a good fucking idea. Just slightly swung snares for a fill.
I definitely stole that from Leave Me Like This.
That's 110%. Yeah.
All right. Break 2.
Yes.
Well, actually, we started this song before Quest for Fire came out, so Skrillex actually stole it from us, but then we just had to name it Skrillex. We renamed it Skrillex here because we're like, well, fuck, no one's gonna believe us if we.
I actually copyrighted Swing.
Swinging my snare.
Fire. Quest 4. Fire.
Fire. Fire.
Yeah.
I got it.
Is that enough for you? I was wrong, you were already fading away. You were fading away.
There's like a million layers in here. Small lead.
Eswyn came in clutch with that choir vocal. That is like one of my
October
favorite.
and the choir thing.
Yeah.
The choir,
that's the
43.
slow motion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a.
It's part of a live pack. It's like vocal expressions or something like that. I kind of use this as like a chord filler, because it's really good for sort of sweeping. Like, just play it soloed again. Yeah, and you did like the phaser.
Yeah, and this.
But it's kind of just giving a sort of bass background chord reinforcement, which is what I usually use it for.
It sounds so much better than the majority of like the Ableton Live like stock.
Oh yeah,
so
it's so, really versatile.
It sounds like something out of like Omnisphere, to be completely honest. Like when you put this in there, I was like, where the fuck is that from? Like I need whatever plugin this is ASAP.
I was just like, it's a stock
so
pack.
fucking good. I was like, how the hell? It's genuinely one of my favorite layers in the song.
It kind of reminds me of like the way Caracal Project does his chords.
Oh yeah.
Also, this section, or were you gonna say something else?
I was just figuring out which snapshot this was.
I think it was just heavily modified out of one of them, because as you can see, the entire thing is completely open. I was like tweaking individual effects in there.
You said goodbye automation.
But yeah, this section originally did not have drums before we added the vocals, and we were just like, something's not flowing right, because it went straight from the garage into just like complete ambience. And then during one of your streams, you were like, what if we added drums? But I think what did you end up doing, like filtering wise?
It was just this, but with, I thought I sold that with this and this, and then a little bit of
bit of echo.
And then this filtered bass again. Just filtered like this, but it was like this before.
Is that enough for you?
But without the vocals.
Yeah, we didn't have like another verse or anything.
Yeah, that guy doesn't exist. You don't exist. I'm gaslighting you. Sorry. And then right here we cut everything.
Letting me down.
A fire meme now has arisen from my vocal there. Whenever Eswyn joins a Discord call, it plays like the moment right before that.
In the MIDI? How the fuck did you get this to?
Are you talking about that? Which pitch?
This goes up.
I think that's the entire melodic group.
Is it?
Yeah. Didn't you do like a microshift thing or something?
No, that wouldn't be microshift.
No. Or not microshift.
Oh, yeah.
The shifter, right.
Yeah. Whoa, Fire Riser. Shouts out to Fire.
God damn it. This is like 3 pianos.
So we're now past the letting me down. We're now into like the build almost.
Letting me down.
This is probably my favorite part of the track. Not just because of the meme.
The switch up is so cool there. Play like the switch up without interrupting it. I feel like it's so like pivotal.
Letting me down.
And then this is a whole lot of teasing. Like,
we have the vocal chop, which is in box 2.
Yeah.
Is it this? It's this.
It's the verby one, yeah.
which is over here as. No, it's not.
No, it's the second one. Yeah, right there.
And then. Nope, not that one. There's a bunch of stuff happening here that's like in the drop. What is this? Oh yeah,
the PS4 sound. That's just, you can like pull that out longer. It's like another part of the song. It's just like a snippet from one of the track renders. If you unfreeze that.
I thought it was literally the PS4 sound.
No. Or the chords, that's what it is, yeah. It's just the tail of the chords.
That goes so hard.
That goes so hard.
That is really nice.
Yeah, teasing the bleed. Once, teasing this a few times. Let's pluck again.
So like those are all plucks that we tease at the end of the first drop, so that like here we can tease them again, and then when they hit in the second drop, like you're not like, what are all these new melodic ideas? Like you've heard tidbits of them here and there, so that like when it's fully introduced, it all
it's
sounds
not too
familiar.
disjointed between 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's like a really good songwriting tip to like have freshness and like changes in your song without it being like confusing changes.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the piano, is it like fully consolidated?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Lab Soft Piano, Una Corda, and was it
either Maverick or Grunder.
Okay.
Well, your go-to is Maverick, so I'm sure it could have been that.
Well, now my go-to is Noir.
Interesting.
There's a weird layer that we didn't cover in the garage section that was like a pluck or a piano with a what's the
oh, this
is this Noir. This is Noir. This is the particle mode in Noir, right?
Was this me doing that?
I think
it was y'all's piano. I was thinking of
I think this is 31. Me though, because I found out about this Noir thing and I loved it at this time.
I've messed with that a little bit.
This is where the that's where the pitch map thing came from. That was the root sample.
Okay.
And then 31 was the one with the weird filter automation on
it. This was cool.
This was you for sure.
Yeah, that one was Kindred.
This was originally Filter Freak, right? Or no? What was it?
Called
Freak Pluck. Yeah, I think it was Filter Freak.
That's the plugin I was trying to think of, Filter Freak.
So watery and
yeah. It's funny because it's swung and nothing else is, but it still fits.
Yeah.
But anyway. We had this thing again, but we did this.
Yeah.
You can use AutoPan like a LFO tool. It's like
such a cool moment pre-drop.
In an earlier version of the track, that vocal pad was part of the build-up as well, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
It just got too busy.
Because we had the vocals and the "Stay With Me" and all that kind of shit.
Yeah. Anyway, this thing right here.
That's your floppy thing, right? How did you make that? Was that a mini log again or something?
I still don't know how the fuck y'all made this.
Just pitch map.
That's the pitch map thing.
Yeah. The Virtual Riot plugin, the Rhythm color base plugin.
The color base plugin.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what happened here is it was during the all-nighter stream. Max was working on, I think you were working on the garage section, and I was working on the second drop off stream. And I just came to, you were taking a nap. And I just tuned into the stream to see like what you're up to. And you were working on that layer, and I was like playing the drop at the same time. I was like, can you render that and send it to me? And then like a few minutes later, I'm like, okay, drop that sample into the second drop and see what that sounds like. And that's where the clip from the teasers came from.
Yeah, there's a teaser clip. I'm like, Eswyn, you're fucking right, dude. that was it.
And now he looks like SQC.
Yeah.
So
no, I looked like XQC then too. I like more so. I didn't have the mustache then. I just had like the blonde, like the freshly bleached long blonde hair.
Excuse he should grow a mustache, I think.
I don't think. He should.
I
got your house on my wrist, Kindred did. I got my house. I got your house on my wrist, dude.
Oh yeah,
that's one of my favorite moments too. What was it? Was that Minilog or some shit? I forget.
No, so that is actually a stem from one of my tracks that was produced completely on Oxy, which is unfortunately iPhone exclusive production app.
Really bringing out
is this from Observer?
The pro
software.
This
is from Observer.
Fucking wall.
It's such a cool sound. I fucking love it.
I don't remember exactly what it is, but
Gatekeeper.
It's
get them the fuck out of here, gatekeeping shit. Oh, that sound you really like? Oh, don't remember how I did it. My bad.
I'll put it on my Patreon.
Yeah. If you sign up to my Substack.
So true.
But yeah, I think that one is literally just ripped directly out of my track Observer and pitched up a bit. And that's just like a tag that I use in most of my tracks that I've been using since like 2018 or something like that.
Who's this dude?
So I just threw it in there.
Yeah, and now it's like a signature moment before the drop.
Oh yeah, that's another technique I really like to use to give
grain delay with the pitch up.
Yeah, grain delay, pitched an octave up, and then you turn down the feedback and turn up the frequency, and you kind of get that shimmeriness, which is always really nice.
You can do that in echo too. It just sounds worse.
Yeah.
Pro tip. It sounds worse. Yes. This was a pain in the dick. This. All of it was.
No, it sounds easy. I think L plus ratio plus skill. In my opinion.
Just unfreeze these. We redid these layers like 4 times, but
that's an understatement.
Classic Kindred layering moment.
This was like all Eswyn and Kindred. This is far out of my domain. I make like soft, chill beats to study to. This is not my shit.
Yeah, when you came back with a song that was a completely different.
That's
work in progress.
But it worked.
That's where the vocal came from.
That's where the vocal came from.
It is.
The original vocals were close my eyes to keep you in.
He was like, guys, I fucked up.
Yeah. That was literally the message. I think the file name. File name was guys I fucked up.
I came in like a timid dog that had like pissed on the couch and like chewed up like the snacks in the pantry, and like you just got home from a long day of work and like I'm ready to get yelled at and I know I'm wrong. Like I came in like that, and Kindred was like, "You're fine. We're gonna use this and it's gonna be great, and like don't worry about it at all." And it ended up being perfect, so that's good. Kindred saved my ass there for real.
Gave him a treat.
I was like, yeah, Kindred gave me a treat. I was like, I fucked up so bad. I have like a totally different whip here. Like, how are we gonna use this in the track? And Kindred was like, my sweet child, come with your stems. Sit down. It's all okay.
Yes. I just thought about that time you were fucking pressing the mini brute and opening your mouth.
The Snapchat.
Yeah.
So dumb. Okay, I'll break down the bass because I don't know shit. I'm gonna get water.
So he added this thing, which is called Gritty Fucker.
That one is. I made that one, I think.
Oh, you made this?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
ES.
I mean, it's all the ones that say ES at the end were made by me. Obviously, that one's
and
modified.
Seven Skies.
Yeah, and Seven Skies.
Yeah, we had this. Eventually, we added Decapitator. It's not doing a ton, but it's doing a little bit. Bright as frick. You also added Knives. And I put an amp on it. This is one of my presets.
Oh my.
It's doing that because there's a gate. Hold on. There's a gate somewhere because there's so much compression and clipping that it's like obnoxious.
Yeah, there you go.
I've used this in a million songs, and then you added this octave.
No, that was
no,
you.
I added this octave. Just to emphasize the second time it happened. build up some energy, and then classic sub.
At sub, you mean?
I just remade this sub like right before we put it out to add even harmonics. But there's a good Mr. Bill video about this where basically you want your sub to have like the maximal amount of RMS so that it takes up the least amount of headroom. So if you make it squarified like this, okay, hold on. It's kind of squarey.
It's an ironic principle because you don't want to just use a square wave because that's like that's too fucky for the low end. Yeah.
But I have the other sub patch that was here before that's like even more squared. It's just this. But this needed more even harmonics in the low end.
That's interesting. You have two oscillators. I don't think I noticed that while working on the project.
No, yeah, this was like at the end that I added the second one.
Is that often that you use two oscillators on a sub bass? Because I would be worried about it.
I just started doing this.
Interesting.
But it's okay. The phase is the same, so it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fair.
Also, yeah, pro tip: Shaperbox has an oscilloscope. And then all those together are like this. Lots of processing, the clean IR wide thing, micro shift to make it wide, Saturn, EQing. We were clipping this with these, but I changed it to the glue compressor one because I thought it sounded better. Gem dopamine, bright, decapitator, Saturn, cutting the sides on the low end. Pro tip, if you do this, make it linear phase, otherwise your low end phase will get very messed up. Yes. EQ, and then another AP shaper for clipping. Just a little there. And then on the main bass group, there's more saturation, more gem dopamine. There's pushing up the sides only. This is upper compression on the sides, so if you go here and you set this, it's usually on mid. Set it to side, and you push it all the way over here. It only compresses the sides. And then I did upper compression just to like push the sides up a little bit. Newfangled saturate. You know. And then a little bit of compression afterward because of that thing that I said earlier. Yes. It was just, there was a lot of processing, hearing, reprocessing, getting a new idea, processing.
Yeah. Scratching the bass, getting a new bass sound, processing.
Yeah. And there's so many fucking filler basses. Yeah.
One more thing about this is more of a composition thing than a sound design thing, but originally the bass pattern kind of repeated the section from 113 to 117 at 109 to 113. But when I was working on it, it sounded really repetitive. So I, just for the introduction of the theme, I changed the pattern. Like if you just want to compare the first few bars.
You did do that, and it does help.
And one time you were like, wait, did I mess something up? I was like, no, I did that on purpose.
Yo, yeah. I fucking forgot about that. That was on stream. I was like, what the hell did I do? Okay. Yeah, that part especially is different.
Yeah.
And it does help. And then over here, he did the fucking samba mode. That was a pain in the ass to get right.
Yeah, holy fuck.
I also did that one note that goes down to a different... I was like, I remember on the stream, I was like, this is going to sound like shit. And then I pitched it down like 3 semitones or something like that. And it ended up staying. So,
wait, where? What?
No, the in the main bass.
Oh.
Earlier.
Well, no.
Oh, in the front. Oh, gotcha.
My brain is broken.
Yeah, same.
I just realized I cut out the sub on this downbeat. And I remember doing this because the kick got in the way and it was really irritating.
Interesting decision.
Yeah.
And originally there was more sounds there, and then you just kind of consolidated them into
like literally right after
4.
the all-nighter stream. I was like, okay, we're gonna cut these. There's too many. And then we added some back. Yes. 3 million bases.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go through all of them. That's like way too much shit.
No, hold on, wait.
Maybe just like solo those and then play.
We got fucking hell. We got Reese. We got
That's
Blinky.
huge. That one's huge.
We got Yoinky Splinky.
A crowd favorite, a fan favorite.
I don't remember why I named it Yoinky Splinky.
But Twitter, we did tweet about it.
This is true. And then, yeah.
Excuse me.
A bunch of different textures. Bunch of different textures.
Bunch of Doja Cat, right?
My favorite sound in the world. Well, now. Fucking FM saw wave thing.
Cocker bass. Cocker? I hardly know her.
All right. And I'm leaving. Yes. These drums were also a fucking feat. You can see we consolidated.
So many times.
Yes, I had Eswyn really beefed up these drums.
Ooh, I just remembered something.
And this comes back later. Over there it is. Well, now. In an earlier mix, it was much louder, but
you sold the wrong drum bus.
Like I think that was fine.
L plus ratio.
Yeah. But yeah, same kind of deal. Pick a kick, EQ, clip, compress, ST4B, wall.
One thing I really liked that you did with the drums was the like the very subby kick as a sort of like tom hit. That was cool.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just don't know where it is.
It's on 150.
Tom.
It's small kick.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yes. Yes, right here. Instead of it like being, like there's the concept in music of like, or in classical music, when you're classically trained, they teach you like strong beats and weak beats. So like, in this case, the strong would be the one and the weak would be the and. So like, instead of just having it played twice like this, you have like something a little bit higher. Where is Pro Q? This fundamental's at like 70 hertz, which is a little bit above sub, and this one's at like E or D or something. It's down here. So it has like a little rhythm to it where it's like lower and then like an octave up and then lower. Yeah.
Nerd.
All right, and yeah, then over here.
No, that is really good. It really helps
just
like
every once in a while for emphasis. Especially during those zombie sections.
Yeah, when you and this again goes back to like when you have 200 tracks in a song and like a mix that is as dense as this mix, those like minor changes in what you're doing help it be perceived better. Because like you said, like the two kicks back to back, like that would probably be muddy, clash with sub, too much energy away from everything else happening. But the other kick pitched higher. Now you notice it in the mix, but it's not distracting from other things.
Especially with sub, you got to be super, super careful about not having more than one thing playing in the sub at a time. Because, it just sounds like with those frequencies too close together, how long they are, it'll just like phase itself and it doesn't sound like anything.
And that's no fun on a dance floor. And that's the real murder on a dance floor.
Unless you make techno, Lamau.
And then you can just make it sound like shit and it's a song. I'm kidding. Yes. I'm kidding.
We should go over these vocal layers. So this is my Vox drone thingy that I use for space. I do this in like every song. It's just like a repeating syllable, repeating vowel with overdrive basically and some reverb. It fills out the top end. They added this.
Yeah, when I was messing with the drop, I kind of just wanted to do like a bunch of call and response things. So I was adding a bunch of little one-off motifs, which we ended up using earlier in the track. But they all kind of play the same role in the mix. Like, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think it kind of served unintentionally. It's like, one of those things where you work on a track for long enough, you kind of forget what you're doing, and then you end up doing something that works really well on accident. I think it like serves as a great counter melody to the bleed. Like if we have these two together.
Yeah.
It's like super complimentary.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And then the next one is a little fill into the crazy bass section.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just like lets you know that like, oh shit, something's about to change, but it's like a softer way of like introducing a change.
And in regards to like counter melody and stuff, that one plays along with the Close My Eyes line, which is also playing right there.
Yeah.
Close my eyes, keep you.
Yeah, it kind of like finishes like where the words cut too. Which like,
Yeah. And you gotta, with like projects this dense, you have to do that kind of stuff or else it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a handful of elements that we did end up removing just because it was so messy. Like I mentioned earlier, the arpeggio that was in the first drop used to be in the second one. We're like, what is this playing? It's not really necessary.
Yeah.
You kind of have to like in a way not be too attached to your ideas. Like you can have a bunch of great ideas. That doesn't mean they all need to be in this song. You can cut some out, save them for later, put them in a different section, something like that. Just because you like all your ideas.
The ultimate song.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of just got to pick and choose, and like whichever one you're gonna favor, it's fine. You just have to like actually favor it and like make room for what you're keeping.
Yes.
There's our dying beat, by the way. Track 45, A Cry for Help.
And so the reason that needed to be in the song
is because I was crying for help.
Yeah. We all had a moment while working on this where we could use some help.
I put fucking Astronaut in the Ocean that was like super clipped at like -60 or something. You couldn't hear it. Or I think you couldn't hear it. They insisted you could hear it, but I took it out.
Yeah. You were getting scuffed in some moments. The delusion was really kicking in. You're like, I'm just gonna keep this awful fucking noise in here. And that's when I was like, please, for the love of God, do not.
I got to keep my Amogus Vine boom.
Yeah, barely. I didn't even know that was there. I would have told you not to.
It's muted.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good.
Darn, I should have unmuted it. Yeah. Oh, and with the drums, I like to send my drums to a room. Everything cut but the kick, basically. So like the hollow room here. Pretty short, dark reverb. And then you just EQ the hell out of it, and you can also saturate it.
That's some.
It's adding a lot of gain too.
That's a fire piece of info there. You don't.
But it adds the space for the drums instead of it being like very upfront.
Yeah, parallel drum tricks like that are so vital to like a full and present drum mix.
Yeah.
You don't use a lot of sends though in your music though traditionally, right? Like I don't.
No, it's basically drums and vocals for me.
I fucking hate using sends in Ableton. Like they get so convoluted so quick.
Yeah, because they don't have fucking returns.
Yeah.
And proper bus tracks.
So if you do it on like two things, it's fine. But I see some producers like that have like 10 different sends, and I'm like, how do you even have this sanity for that? Like if it's like one or two things,
traditional audio engineers that use Ableton, and I'm like, why are you using this? Go use Reaper, dude.
Yeah. And they're only using sends for like everything. Caracal Project used a lot of sends, and I'm like, I fucking can't.
That explains why his mixes are so good.
Yeah, because it is better, but it just doesn't make sense in my brain in Ableton. Like it just like doesn't.
Yeah,
it's too much. Yeah.
Middle Milk also does that.
Yeah, it is a goated thing. Yeah.
He has a send just for a lexicon reverb, and I'm like, okay, dude.
Interesting move there. I still haven't figured out how I want to use Lexicon. It's like it's very like niche. It's not like just a reverb to use everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. But yes. Anyway, there's an outro.
There is an outro.
Doing the phase thing.
Fun fact about that vocal line, the "Look at you go there." I like was not trying to sing that high at all. In fact, I think it was originally sung like a little bit lower, and my like auto tune or whatever like fucked up. I had it like on a wrong setting. Using like Nectar, you have to like dictate whether it's like a low vocal range, a medium, or high, and I think I had like the wrong one selected, and it like pitched it higher in a weird way, and I was like, oh wait, that actually kind of sounds like better than what I was trying to do. Like, let me just do that.
Male falsetto is goated.
Yeah.
And we got these again. It's like the inverse of the build. You have some things you restate in the outro.
Mm-hmm.
And like the chords again, but with a kalimba. And this originally wasn't here.
Yeah. And the bass wasn't there either, because I was anti-bass at first, but now it sounds really good.
Yeah. He's anti-bass.
I was anti-bass.
But yeah, the cool thing about the bass is that it's playing the same like rhythm as the garage section, but it's following the melodic pattern of the drop.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives you that throwback to the midsection of the track, but it still continues the drop.
Because it would sound disjointed going back to that other melody, like so quick.
Which is what it used to do.
That's what threw
used
me
to go
off.
back to the original chord progression. Where just like something's not right about this.
And I was just like, no bass at all, none. I don't like it. And then you guys fixed it, and made it better.
And this, I think, was really effective. This little.
Yeah,
it's like a variation on this.
It's like a little wink at the end. Departing. It's like a little like, see you later.
It is a wink.
Yeah.
I like to do those little just like last repetition of the melody. You just do like a different variation of it just to kind of tie things together.
Yeah.
It's like that's all, folks. Screen.
Literally.
Yeah.
One thing that like really helped me with like these ideas of like, you know, bringing that like choir back in here at the end. It's gonna sound so cheesy and airheaded and dumb, but it's like, think of songwriting as like a movie or like a story or something. Like, you're introduced to characters in the beginning and they're not in the whole fucking movie, they're not in the whole story, but like they might come back at like the end to help with something, or like, you know, the character might be different now and changed, but like it's still that same character, and like now it's here to do something different. Like, thinking of it like that really helped, because it's like I have all these like different parts of my song, and like they don't, just because they're good, they don't need to be in the entire fucking song. They can be in like this section, and then like, oh, like let's have a reference to them again later on. Like, it's like it's helpful to think of it in that way, at least for me, because it's like a very like visual way of like incorporating everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we did the Lassie thing.
Yeah, you gotta shut the door.
Every single group has a Lassie on it. Why did I open over here? A Lassie on it, and we just increase the dry wet.
Yeah. I was watching like a lot of Underscore's track breakdowns before working on this, and I got Underscore. Or I mean, I got Lassie because of Underscore's. And
she's so good.
Yeah, she's insane. And I was like, we need to put it on everything. And so I made Pat. I'm pretty sure I paid for half of it or some shit. Or no, I have to get the discount.
Because you put it on like every track in this project while we were working on it.
I was like, you need to have it. Like, it works though. It does work really well.
I use it occasionally.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and then the other half of Max's door.
Yeah.
That's such a good recording.
It's my Zoom. It's right here. It's the Zoom H4n, baby.
This is gonna be good percussion later.
Yeah, it is good.
And reverb automation, I'm pretty sure. No?
Or just reverb.
Oh, it probably got frozen. Is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's called Door City Bitch. It would have originally been called, like, STE. It's like STE-00, whatever, yeah. Yeah, I literally went and sampled my bathroom door and got, like, the cleanest open and closed.
That was at like 3 a.m. or something like that.
It was foul. It was at foul hours of the late night.
It started as a shit post too, because it's Door City, but it kind of worked pretty well.
It's because it like opens, the door opens and the door closes. Like I don't know, there's like a thematic way to think of, whoa. There's like a thematic way to start and end the track. It's like so niche and in the background that like I guarantee the majority of people won't notice.
There's all of this, which we
didn't even.
This is me. This is my domain.
It's one of those things you can barely hear, but it adds a lot of space.
Yeah.
Is that enough for you? I was wrong, you were already.
A lot in the sides.
It adds that feeling, like I'm sitting in a space now.
Yeah, it like locates exactly that.
Yeah.
Ableton default metronome with lots of particle reverb.
Also, I have.
Oh yeah, exactly. You added this.
I didn't even know that. Wait, Eswyn, was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, I figured.
I think there's also a Minecraft water bucket with a lot of particle reverb at the beginning of the breakdown.
Oh my fucking god. No way. Wait.
I think it's in the effects layer.
I know the Kindred Rain piano was like me taking the chords and probably like messing with them, but because I know it was me because I have a saved preset, a saved instrument from the piano I stole from your Rain project file.
Amazing.
Water impact. There it is. Yeah.
Okay. Where is it?
Yeah, right there.
Nice and silent.
Ableton, please. Oh, there it is.
Wait for it.
That is the fucking Minecraft bucket sound.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
We had fun with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The AM radio's me. That's more my recordings.
I also use that all the time.
Yeah, you stole that shit
that
real
in my
quick.
album intro. Yeah, you're welcome.
I was like, hey guys, I have these like cool recordings I did, haven't even used them yet. And Pat's like, okay, I took it and it's already in all my album. And you can't use it now.
It's actually like such a good recording because you recorded it
in my car.
But you recorded it like late fall of 2020.
Yeah.
So all of the things are about COVID and the election.
Dooming. Yeah, it's just like the most doom-pilled AM radio.
It's awesome.
Some of it's even a little racy, which is funny. It was like I tuned into some fucked up stations.
There was one in there that was about doing a reverse mortgage.
I think that's the one.
It's super predatory. Wasn't it like very predatory?
Yeah.
Wait, play the AM radio. No, so
and you were like, and then you switched it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, Crystallizer is goated.
Yeah.
It sounds like
reverse mortgage.
Reverse mortgage.
Market.
Stuck with me. I know that the reverse mortgage market has certainly gotten better, but
no shot, dude. Jesus.
So bad. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the project.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, there's fun things that I'm thinking of. The fucking, where is it?
Oh, the hi-hat. Yeah. That's gonna be in the drum layers. Wait, where the hell is it?
It's in this somewhere.
What is this?
I think.
No, it's break drum, isn't it? Oh wait, where is it? What? Where'd it go?
Oh, it is here.
Just the one hi-hat? Yeah, that's right.
Which in the original version was a little bit too loud.
Yeah, it used to be louder. We just thought it was funny and kept it. And we still think it's funny and kept it, but we turned it down a little bit.
I think I automated it at some point, but yeah.
Yeah, and we still haven't even like covered everything, but this is just the majority of the
this
obvious stuff.
Gigantic. Yeah, I copied 10,000 pounds where he copied my drum build up.
Yeah. Well, Kindred told me to like make a snare build, and I just never do that. Like I just don't do it on my own songs. Like I try to rely on like melodic elements, like risers and shit, and like stay away from snare builds. So like I was just like, fuck, Kindred asked me to do this. Like don't drop the bag. I like just took one of his songs, 10,000 pounds, and I put it into Ableton, and I copied the drum build, and I was like, okay, here I got one. Like I sent it to him, and it's called like I Copy 10,000 Pounds. And then he goes, you know I can just pull it from the project file, right? And then I think you did that too. So I think it's both. I think it's like my shit.
It sounds like the snare.
And then you just took like the snare from, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this was me.
Yeah. There you go. So you just, the Umra was me. The Umra was me for sure.
And this was you.
Yeah.
Or no, was this me? One of these was me.
I don't think that was me. Yeah.
No, this was me. I remember because I automated this decay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Based.
All right.
That's a good fucking sample.
Yeah.
Umro shouts out. Based.
And this that we just got rid of.
Oh my god.
Thank God.
I forgot that was even in there.
And thank God for that.
In this.
Oh yeah, that one's
that goes
hard.
Hard.
I like that. It's just a kick, a snare, and then a reverse kick
yeah.
just to kind of give it that like sweep into the drop.
I remember when I was like learning how to produce, I had one song that was like 90% reverse kick. Like it was a beat that I made, and it was like reverse kick at like the end of every bar, because I like just found out about it, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And like every bar
you can reverse it.
So bad, so dumb.
And we layered the pitch map with that as well.
With what?
The pitch map flutter with the reverse kick thing.
Is that the red? Is that the red thing? No.
Was that?
No, it's in the melodic layer.
That's that. I know you did that, but I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, it's just cut out of the pitch map flutter.
Before me.
Is it? Nope.
Nope. It was there.
Where is it?
Is it before? Is it before more? I don't know. Yeah,
where is it?
Is
it in bass?
No, that's the. No.
Check Vox or Melodic? I don't know. Is that it? Doink?
No, that's the bass.
I bet I could.
It's probably gated to the drums. It's probably gated to the drum hit. That's why you're not hearing it. Solo or play like Melodic with the drums soloed.
Oh, I think it's in the layer with the with all the
intro shit?
Intro effects.
Oh, it could be that too. It's either that or it's gated to the drums, one of the two.
Oh,
yeah, I think it's in Atmos.
Yeah,
there it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, now.
So funny.
Yeah, this project is organized, but not really.
Yeah. Well, it's there. Whatever.
Yeah, so if you've made it this far in the video and you have any questions, put them in the comments and we will have absolutely no idea what you're referring to. And probably not have an answer for you. What's that one bit at 237 that like sounds like a sparkle thing? Yeah, you can put the comment down there for engagement, but no one
like, oh, fucking granular portal Saturn.
It was bounced audio 7 times. And also stolen from an old project file on an iPhone, and
that was made by my dog.
Yeah. And then we put Lossy on it. So, but still put the comments though, because that helps old Susan bump our video up.
She retired.
Yeah, but she's still in the code, bro.
It's the ghost of Susan Wojcicki.
Yeah,
true.
Help us out. Put the comments down there still, because the ghost of Susan will pump this video to the full algo. We need to make a cringe thumbnail. I hope there's a really cringe thumbnail on this by the time someone's watching it.
Just put your face there. I got him.
I'm Babby, cut that out of the edit. Babby, cut that out of the final edit. No one's clowning on me on my YouTube channel. Allowed. Babby, cut this out of the final edit.
I can't believe.
Yeah, I can't believe you've done this. Okay, well, yeah, if you have questions, put them in the comments. We will try to answer. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. But outside of that, hope you enjoy getting a look at this project file. If you Venmo me $20, I'll send it to you. Just keep that DL aside from Eswyn and Pat. Just Venmo me and I'll know what it's for. $20. Just keep that on the DL because I don't want to share it with them. So,
Sorry, what did you just say?
Nothing. I had my mic muted. Sorry, my mom could call from the other. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good everyone that tuned in. Thank you. Everyone will be plugged in the description. So if you want to check out more from any of us, just make sure you listen to my music first, and then you'll probably get tired and forget to follow up with these other fuckers here. All right, thank you, and I'm tuning out. That's my signature end. I say I'm tuning out.
I'm gonna go pay my.
Y'all want to say it with me? 3,
No.
2, 1.
I'm not.
I'm tuning out. Bye.